Hello friends, it's Adit and welcome to yet another live video of my cricket dreams. In this video, I plan to say the live review of Sunrisers Hyderabad and Delhi Capitals in the match number 11 of Dream 11 IPL 2020 at the Sheikh Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi. Coming to the 11th match of Dream 11 IPL 2020, we have two teams featuring this mouth-watering match. And if you're looking at the first team, they are Sunrisers Hyderabad, led by the Australian opener David Warner, and at the second end we have Delhi Capitals, led by India's young number 4 batsman Shreyas Iyer. If you're looking at the points table, interestingly, Delhi Capitals have clearly upper hand against Sunrisers Hyderabad, who are placed bottom of the table. If you're looking at the points tables before this match, Delhi Capitals are seated on the first position and enjoying that, while Sunrisers Hyderabad really need to get to the work as they are just spending their time on the bottom of the table. They have played two matches. Sunrisers Hyderabad has played two matches. First they lost against Royal Challengers Bangalore by 16 runs, and second they lost by KKR. KKR won that match by 7 wickets, 12 balls remaining. So it's surely not a great start that the men in orange would like to see. But if you're looking at Delhi Capitals, they will be ravishing in the top 4 as they are in the first position and will look to continue their winning run against a pointless Sunrisers Hyderabad team. Looking at the 11, I think Sunrisers Hyderabad had made some beautiful changes in their lineup. While if you're looking at Delhi Capitals, they are almost unchanged. They have brought in Ishant Sharma. I think there is not any much change made by both these teams. If you are looking at the 11, Sunrisers Hyderabad have made 2 changes. They have brought in Kane Williamson and Abdul Samad. We can just see the 11 of Sunrisers. Looking at the 11 of Sunrisers, David Warner and Johnny Bairstow will stick in as the opening partners. Number 3 it will be Manish Pandey. Number 4 Kane Williamson. Number 5 is where Abdul Samad will bat. Number 6 is Abhishek Sharma. Number 7 is Priyam Gar. Number 8 Rashid Khan. Number 9 Bhubaneswar Kumar. Number 10 Thangarasu Natarajan, and number 11 Khalil Ahmed. Looking at the 11 of Sunrisers Hyderabad, I think they have made some quite good changes because the addition of Kane Williamson, who was out in the first 2 matches Sunrisers Hyderabad played due to an injury. I think the middle order of David Warner's team Sunrisers Hyderabad is quite set. You have that experienced players, Kane Williamson at number 4 and Manish Pandey at number 3, who is looking at a good touch. The only problem is Abdul Samad. He is playing his debut match in IPL, but this guy Abdul Samad is really wonderful. He can strike the ball cleanly out of the stadium, and he can just contribute good runs at the lower order. I think it's a much more developed team if you're looking at Sunrisers Hyderabad. If you're looking at the Capitals 11, they are almost unchanged. They have stick with the top 3 of Prithvi Shaw, Shikhar Dhawan and Shreyas Iyer. An interesting thing about this 11 is that there is no presence of Ajinkya Rahane yet. Before I'm telling the 11 of Capitals, I would just like to say my 11 of Delhi Capitals, in which Ajinkya Rahane could easily fit in. If you're a Delhi Capitals fan, please listen to this. If you're looking at Capitals 11, they have not Ajinkya Rahane from the top 3 games they have played. Now let me see how Ajinkya Rahane just can fit in that spot. Looking at Delhi Capitals 11, I will go with the both openers Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan. They are set. Number 3 I will go with Ajinkya Rahane. Number 4 I will go with Shreyas Iyer. Number 5 Rishabh Pant. Number 6 Marcus Stoinis. Number 7 Akshar Patel. Number 8, Kagiso Rabada. Number 9, Enrich Norje. Number 10, Amit Mishra. And number 11, Ishan Sharma. So I have removed Shima Maya from my 11 of Delhi Capitals because Shima hasn't been firing in this Dream 11 IPL and also in the previous edition as well. In the previous year, he played for Royal Challengers Bangalore. He failed very much. He only scored some good runs in RCB's last game, which was against the same opposition team against SRH. So that's why I just removed Shema Hetmaya and added Ajinkya Rahane. The advantage of putting Ajinkya Rahane is that you will have that experience in the top order, which is much necessary. If you're looking at the top 5, they only have Shikhar Dhawan as an experienced player. Prithvi Shaw, we can say Shreyas Iyer. He has almost cemented his place in the national team, but still he's young. Rishabh Pant, still he's not that much experience. Shema my young guy, and then you have the experience in the all-rounders coming. So 1 to 5, I think so. There is not that much experience for Delhi Capitals in the batting lineup. So if you would just come up with Ajinkya Rahane, he has been decent in the IPL for Rajasthan Royals. He has captained them as well. So I think so that will be a good choice for Delhi Capitals. So now we can just see the toss. Looking at the toss, Shreyas Iyer, the captain for Delhi Capitals, won the toss and decided to bowl first on a bright pitch in the Sheikh Zayed Cricket Stadium. So that means both openers of SRH, David Warner and Johnny Bairstow will open the innings, and both these batsmen, as SRH needed, both of them stitched a magnificent 80 runs partnership between them, and in a quick time as well. In 10 overs, in 9.3 overs, they scored 80 runs before David Warner, who scored 45 runs of 33 balls with the help of 2 gigantic sixes in the longer part of the area and 3 boundaries at a strike rate of nearly 140, was caught behind by Rishabh Pant, and the bowler was Amit Mishra. Interestingly, it was the first wicket for Amit Mishra. In the second game of Delhi Capitals, he too played. He didn't get a wicket, but he was very much economical. Conceded just 22 runs in 4 overs. In this match, he picks up a wicket and a dangerous wicket of David Warner, who was looking very much set with his opening pair of Johnny Bairstow. So after that, just Manish Pandey, who played a brilliant 58 of 41 deliveries against the match against KKR, could not exhibit his skills as Manish Pandey was gone for just making 3 runs. He didn't make that much factor in the scoreboard. He scored 3 runs of 5 deliveries with a strike rate of merely 60. So the scoreboard when Manish Pandey's wicket was gone was that 92 for the loss of 2 wickets, including Manish Pandey's wicket in 11.2 overs. But just then, coming back again to the experience in the middle order, Kane Williamson, who was ruled out for 2 games for SRH due to an injury, came back strongly as Kane Williamson and Johnny Bairstow, who was still in the crease, played a magnificent 50 runs partnership at a quick time just SRH needed. Kane Williamson was looking at a rock and roll as Johnny Bairstow played the anchor of the innings. He scored 53 runs of 48 balls with the help of only 1 6 and 2 boundaries at a strike rate of 110.42. He was struggling in the first half of his innings, but when the innings continued, he started to adapt with it and identify that the Kiwi player should get more chances because he was looking aggressive. He scored 41 runs of 26 balls with the help of 5 boundaries. Even though there is no sixes, his strike rate is 160. Both these batsmen staged a 52 runs partnership before Johnny Bairstow, who was struggling a bit, was caught by Enrich Norje of Kagiso Rabada. It was a full-length delivery and was there to be hidden. Johnny Bairstow tried to do it as well, but unfortunately he is in the longer part of the ground, and thus it was right from the middle of the bat, but instead of getting the distance he wanted, he only got the height, and thus it almost went for a 6, but Enrich Norje, being a good fielder, caught the ball easily. So after that, The new batsman in was Abdul Samad, and we were all waiting for him to just show up. He scored 12 runs of 7 balls with the help of 1 4 and 1 6 at a strike rate of 171.43. He was also not out in the crease. The fourth wicket and the last wicket to fall was the wicket of Kane Williamson. If you're looking at that wicket, it was quite surprising because Kagiso Rabada again bowled a full delivery in which Kane Williamson, just like MS Dhoni, tried for the helicopter shot. But as Kane Williamson was trying it for the first time, he didn't get out. He didn't get it from the middle of the bat, and thus it went straight to Akshar Patel's hands, which Patel takes the catch easily. So, because of some contributions in the middle order from Kane Williamson, some 40s in the Sunrisers Hyderabad 11, such as David Warner 45 and 50 from Johnny Bairstow, and a 41 of 26 balls from Kane Williamson, powered their ratings to 162 for the loss of 4 wickets. So that means DC needed a decent 163 on the scoreboard so that they can continue their winning streak. So will Delhi Capitals, the Tigers, do it, or will the Sun defeat the Tigers? So we can just see in the second innings. Second innings, their openers likes of Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan will be there in the crease. Prithvi Shaw will be on high confidence as he is coming to this match on the back of a brilliant 65 against the Dhoni's side CSK. But unfortunately that didn't pay for him as he was struggling in the first 4 deliveries by Bhubaneswar Kumar, and in the 5th ball, which was the first over, Prithvi Shaw was caught by Johnny Bairstow of Bhubaneswar Kumar. It was an excellent delivery from Bhubaneswar Kumar, and it was a good length delivery in which Prithvi Shaw looked to defend and just get through that over. But unfortunately, a little bit outswing from Bhubaneswar Kumar caught the inside. It caught the outside edge of Prithvi Shaw's bat, and it just went straight to Johnny Bairstow, who caught the catch. So first wicket for Sunrisers Hyderabad, and the much needed because Prithvi Shaw was looking dangerous. He heads back to the pavilion, scoring just 2 runs in 5 balls at a strike rate of below 50. New batsman in was Shreyas Iyer. Shreyas Iyer and Shikhar Dhawan scored a 40 runs partnership, but the bad thing about that partnership was that it took 42 balls for them to score that. Even though they scored some runs, they were struggling at the end. Only Dhawan can play a bit of shots, also especially against Rashid Khan. The struggling all ended for Shreyas Iyer as he was gone back to the pavilion at the score of 17 in the 21 balls he faced. He scored 2 boundaries, but the 2 boundaries came from edges at a strike rate of 80.95. So, and the scoreboard at the time of Shreyas Iyer's wicket was 42 for the loss of 2 wickets. The wicket was taken by Rashid Khan. If you're talking about that ball, Rashid Khan was bowling a bit wide delivery, but it was bowled quicker. And Shreyas Iyer tried to up the ante, tried to launch that to the stands, but there were 2 factors that caused Shreyas Iyer's wicket. First, because it was a quick delivery and a full ball wide, Shreyas Iyer could not get his bat under it, and thus it hit the bottom of the bat. Second, he tried to hit it on the longer part of the ground, which was never impossible, especially if you are hitting the bottom of the bat. And thus it went straight to the youngster Abdul Samad, who didn't make any mistake. He got the catch easily. Rashid Khan celebrates his first wicket in this match of Dream 11 IPL 2020. New batsman in was Rishabh Pant. So, Rishabh Pant, as we all know, is trying to prove his factor. He has got some 30s in the last 2 matches and will be keen to go on. But Rishabh Pant, he was only going for singles. He tried for the big hit but always missed or get edged to his pads. So Pant was also struggling, but he scored 2 sixes and 1 boundary, but a strike rate of much less, 103.70. He scored 20 runs of 27 balls before he was caught by Rashid Khan and by Priyam Garg or Rashid Khan. But his wicket came late as Shikhar Dhawan at the score of 62 was actually bowled by Rashid Khan. was actually caught by Johnny Basso of Rashid Khan. Shikhar Dhawan was the top scorer of Delhi Capitals innings, scoring 34 runs of 31 balls with the help of 4 boundaries at a strike rate of 109.68. After that, I think there were no contributions except Shimron Hetmeyer's fiery 21 runs or 12 balls, but that also didn't contribute to the scoreboard as he came in and smashed when Delhi was almost out of the game. And thus, Delhi had to face a major defeat from Sunrisers Hyderabad, and thus Sunrisers Hyderabad won the game by 15 runs, which is quite surprising because the bottom of the points table team SRH gladly defeated Delhi Capitals, who would have thought that they would have escaped from this game very easily. But unfortunately, Delhi Capitals lost and Sunrisers Hyderabad win. David Warner will be happy man, especially as the entire camp of Sunrisers Hyderabad will be happy as they got their first points of Dream 11 IPL 2020. So I hope that you like the review, and before just ending this video, I would just like to say the points table, and this will be updated every matches when it's over. So because of Delhi Capitals major defeat, they moved to second position, and because of this, RR Camp will be a bit happy because they went to the first position. They reclaimed their first position. Now if you're looking at the points tables of 2020 Dream 11 IPL, RR has got their first position with 4 points. Number 2 is Delhi Capitals with 4 points. RCB is with 4 points. RR, DC and RCB are the only 3 teams to win 2 games and to enter the 4 points list, and also they are in the top 3 which I just mentioned. Number 4 is Kings XI Punjab with 2 points. They play 3 matches, 1 win against Royal Challengers Bangalore and 2 losses. Number 5 is Mumbai Indians, same like Kings XI Punjab. They have played 3 matches, 1 win and 2 losses. Number 6 is Sunrisers Hyderabad, who will be pretty happy as they were lagging in the 8th position. Now they are in the 6th position with 2 points. Number 7 is KKR with 2 matches played, 1 win, 1 lose and 2 points. 8th position is a pretty surprising number as CSK for the first time that I have ever seen have entered the bottom of the table. They are in the 8th position, lagging 1 win in the 3 matches they played, and also the middle order lacks that solubility. But the good factor for Chennai is that Dwayne Bravo and Ambati Rayudu is fit for CSK for playing the next match, and this will be a very happy news for Stephen Fleming and their players, as the experience of Dwayne Bravo and Ambati Rayudu can do wonders in their team. So now we can just see the next match. The next match is of RR against KKR. So KKR will be hoping to win this match because if they win this match, they will enter the top 4, which is quite good. And RR will look to just seal their first position again, as they would like to win against KKR and just remain at first position and also get a raw 3 out of 3. So if you're looking, the match is played in the Dubai International Cricket Stadium, so that means the toss will be a major factor. Who just win the toss and choose to bat, bring as much runs you can, and then bowl out the opposition. Just what RCB did against Mumbai Indians as well. They scored 201 runs, and even though it was a late thriller, so bravo, they managed to win the game. So that's all guys.